Hello, welcome to tonight's contest between the Mancelona Ironmen and the Onekama Portagers. I'm Brendan Morris, streaming at Bouchard Field for tonight's game in which the Ironmen host the Portagers in their homecoming. And kickoff will be underway in about 7 minutes. The Ironmen have deferred to the second half, so they will be kicking off to the Portagers to start the game. Coming into tonight's contest, the Portagers are 4-1, and the Ironmen 1-4. So the Ironmen trying to keep their playoff hopes alive with the win tonight. And we should expect some big things from some of their senior backs, and number 9 Chase Pruss and number 32 Lucas Winstead. And for the Portagers, looking for a big game out of running back Jacob Maltner. Only a junior. Head coach Jim Hunter expecting a lot of good things from this young junior back. Well, it should be a good game tonight. And stay tuned, and we'll bring you the action through and through. Hello, and thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. I'm Brendan Morris, and I bring you the action between the Mancelona Ironmen and the visitors, the Onekama Portagers. Coming in tonight's action, the Portagers 4-1, and the Ironmen 1-4. So the Ironmen trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. In order to do that, they need a big win here tonight, and the rest of their games this season, they'll need some wins. As both teams hit their last-minute huddles before kickoff, the Ironmen will be kicking off to the Portagers and deferring to the second half. It is their homecoming tonight, so expecting a big performance from the Ironmen and hopefully give the home crowd something to cheer for. Last week, the Ironmen pulled off their first win of the season against the Misik Bulldogs. A close game till about the fourth quarter, and the Ironmen just really exploded. And we saw senior back Chase Prush rush for two and receive one in the end zone from quarterback Dylan Durr. The Ironmen usually a wing, double wing offense, but have been throwing the ball a lot more lately, so we'll see what's in store for tonight as both teams are ready for kickoff. And ball is up, and that's a short one, but it gets a good Ironman bounce. And the flag is out. Lands at about the 21-yard line where the Portagers will set up shop. So the offensive lineup for the Portagers, wide receiver, number 1, Jeremiah Torrey. Number 5, running back Trent Johnson. Number 11, quarterback Austin Sovereign. Number 22, running back Jacob Montler. Number 25, tight end Travis Johnson. 35, wide receiver Jacob Reed. 55, offensive guard Dane Mirtes. 65, offensive guard Tanner Harrett. And at tackles, Zach Belinsky and Wyatt Lawson. And Nick Falk at center. So the Ironmen taking a quick timeout. A little confusion on the defensive side. Leading that defense, coaching-wise, defensive head coach Trent Nomchef in his second year as the Ironmen's defensive coordinator. Had some questions for him during pregame. I asked him what are some of his expectations for tonight's game. The Ironmen have been known to give up the big plays and not a very good pass defense team. But he just, when I asked him what his expectations were, he just told me straight up, I want my guys to be fundamentally sound and to really just do their jobs. And ask him who's he expecting a big game out of, and he said all 11 guys. And he wants those 11 guys to work together and not let up any big plays. So Jack Clock line up on the wideout at the bottom of your screen. Portagers snapping the ball at the 35. And that one is a QB keeper. And Austin Sovereign will push that ball about 5 yards. So second down and 5 as the Portagers get it going. It's Jeremiah Torrey in the slot for the Portagers. And the option read. And Jacob Montler with the carry. Gabe Cedar with the carry. Gets the option from a quarterback, Austin Sovereign. And that will be about a gain of 2 yards, make it third down, 8 to go. Or 2 to go. 2 split out for the Portagers. And a quick option toss. And Dylan Durr will bring down number 22, Jacob Montler, the lead running back on this Portager offense. Head coach Jim Hunter expecting a lot from this junior back. And he moves the chains for a Portager first down. And they cross on over to the Ironman's side of the field. And we'll begin this next drive at the 42. That hand up the middle. Jacob Montler with another carry. So some of the lead seniors for the Ironman, number 72, Tristan Richardson at linebacker. Number 2, Dylan Durr back there at safety, as well as number 43, Gavin Gilman at safety. And look for number 5, Josh Adkins on the far side, defensive end. And Gavin Gilman takes down Austin Sovereign for his quarterback keeper. And he might have made that first down or just short of it. And it's going to be a first down. And no, just short. So third down and short, about 1 to go for the Portagers. Two split out. Option read. And Sovereign gives it to Montler.
Tackle by Joey Blanchett. First down for the Portagers. Ball at the Ironman 30-yard line.
So number 5, Trent Johnson in for number 20, Gabe Cedar. And at running back, Joab Reed and Jeremiah Torrey split out for the Portagers. Option read. Sovereign stiff arms one and is brought down by Caden Letts. One of the sophomore starters on this Ironman defense. So the option is the lead formation for the Portagers. They'll look to spread out the Ironman in this contest. Gives them a little bit more room to work with, but if you don't have a very good offensive line, it's something that can struggle. So the Portagers will have to work hard in the trenches to get the job done tonight. And Cedar with a carry, and a host of Ironmen there to stop him. Led by number 57, Joey Blanchett, and 72, Tristan Richardson.
Third down, 4 to go.
So third down, about 4 to go at the 24-yard line. The Ironmen would like a stop here. Defend their territory right off the bat. So 7:50 left in the first quarter. Hand off to Montler. And stopped at the line by number 32, Lucas Winstead. Another big senior leader for this Ironman defense. I expect a big game out of him offensively and defensively. So the Ironmen run two types of offense. They run their wing T offense as well as their Wildcat. And in that Wildcat formation, it's usually number 32, Lucas Winstead, and number 43, Gavin Gilman. And they run that very well. So fourth down, 4 to go. Portagers drop back. And it's a screen pass. And moving forward is Montler into the end zone. He goes. So the Ironmen bite on the screen, and it costs them. And Portagers transport themselves into the end zone to get on the board first. It's 6-0 here with 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And the Portagers will set up for the extra point. They'll kick it. That one is up and good. Just to the right inside the uprights. So the Portagers up 7-0. 7 minutes remaining. That drive made possible by Austin Sovereign's hook up to Jacob Montler for the 24-yard TD. So the Ironmen want to bring out some intensity on offense. The Portagers already making their statement. They're going to try and spread the Ironmen out and make them think. So it's the Ironmen's turn to show what they have. Number 32, Lucas Winstead. Number 9, Chase Pruss. And number 43, Gavin Gilmet will be back deep to receive this kick. That's a high one to Harley DeWater, number 23, and he is knocked out of bounds by Gabe Cedor. That one at about the 31-yard line. So Ironman set up shop at the 31. And Dylan Durr is out there at quarterback. And Josh Atkins split out to the top of your screen. Gavin Gilmet in there in the backfield. Chase Pruss gets the handoff. Makes it back to the line of scrimmage. About 1 yard. So second down, 9 to go for the Ironmen. So in recent games, we have seen Dylan Durr hook up with tight end Hunter Canezis as well as running back Chase Pruss a few times. It's worked out well. Only 1 interception out of 8 attempts for the senior back. And that is a fumble on the play, but recovered by the Ironmen. So Dylan Durr in his final year, senior year, wearing number 2, the same number as his brother before him. And really one of the last remaining in his family to be playing football. I guess unless he decides to have some kids and have them be an Ironman as well. So he's excited for his senior year and looking for a big homecoming win here tonight. The double wing formation for the Ironman. Clock in motion. The pitch, trying to find some running room, but clock is swallowed up and brought down by number 65, Tanner Harrett. So it's going to be 4th down and 9. And the Ironmen are in punt formation. And Preston Squires back there to punt it away. And almost blocked. It's a high hanging one. And gets a little bounce there, and Harley DeWater downs it at the 39. So not much there from the Ironmen. Not exactly how they wanted to start off. And Portagers will get the ball back after big touchdown drive by Montler. They're excited to come in here at Bouchard Field and take on the Ironmen on their homecoming and hopefully go home 5-1. Portagers, 2 split wide, 2 in the backfield behind Sovereign. Montler with a carry, bounces that out to the right side and brought down by Gavin Gilmet and Caden Letts. So Caden Letts, the youngest player on this Ironman team, number 73 down there. Only a sophomore, so they're expecting some big things out of him in the next 2 seasons. And hopefully be one of their lead players come senior year. Sovereign pitch out to Montler, looking for some room, and Richardson trips him up, and Joey Blanchett the tackle as well. So flag on the field at the 45. Could be going back. And it will, so Penalty is on the Portagers. And it's going to be holding. And the Ironmen happily accept that. So the Portagers will move back. And make it a long second down. So second down, 16 to go. So Montler on the carry. And Richardson makes a stop to make it third down and 14 to go. Portagers split two. It'd be a pass here by Sovereign. It is a little option flip. And Harley DeWater knocks out Trent Johnson as he carries it to the original line of scrimmage, and a few more will make it fourth down and about 9. And the Portagers in pump formation. And no one back deep for the Ironmen. So that's a high winding punt. And the Portagers going to get to pin the Ironmen deep. As it gets a little Ironman bounce, so the Ironmen will set up shop at the 25-yard line. So luckily they were able to stop the Portagers to make it a 7-0 ball game with 2:42 left in the first quarter. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm Brendan Morris, reporting from the Ironman press box here at Bouchard Field. And we will keep you updated on tonight's game. It's the Ironman in Wildcat formation. And that's a high pitch to Gavin Gilman. Almost left his hands, is able to contain it, but it's going to be a loss of a few. So we will be streaming more games to come. The Ironman will travel to Glen Lake next week. And very good Glen Lake team they'll have to play, but we'll be there to give you the action, as well as JV and varsity volleyball. So the Ironman once again in that Wildcat. And it's a reverse to Harley DeWater. So they have been pretty successful with that. Usually Lucas Winstead or Gavin Gilman gets the direct snap, and they usually run a quick reverse from Chase Pruss or that whoever that third back may be in the backfield with them. And it got them some positive yards against Misek and gets them about 4 there. So third down and 6 at the 28-yard line. They're back. Hands it off to Pruss, who shakes forward and taken down by Jeremiah Torrey. It'll be fourth down and about 2 to go. So Ironman obviously will go for it here. They're not usually wants to punt in fourth and close situations. So head coach Dan Derr most likely going to try and punch this one up the middle. Derr with 3 behind him. And it has clock, but clock is swallowed up, dives forward, trying to pick up that first down. And he got it. So Clock, junior back, will move the chains for the Ironmen. That's their first down of the game.
First and 10 Ironmen at their own 36-yard line.
So we're about 20 seconds left in the first quarter. The Ironmen trying to get to midfield before the quarter ends as Gilmet drives forward for about a 5-yard, 6-yard gain, making that second down and 4 to go. Make that 5. Clock still counting down. And that will end the first quarter of play with the Portagers up 7-0. I'm Brendan Morrison. We will give you the next 3 quarters of action between the Mancelona Ironmen and the Onekama Portagers. Hello, welcome back. I'm Brendan Morris. And I'm streaming here at Bouchard Field for the Mancelona Ironmen and the Onekama Portagers in this homecoming matchup. Portagers up 7-0. The Ironmen spreading it out in the Wildcat. Gilmet gets the snap. No gain on the carry, and number 72, Tristan Richardson, limping on the field. That is not a good sign for the Ironmen, as he is a key asset to this line, but he's just going to shake it off. So third down, 6 to go for the Ironmen. And in the first quarter, not much movement from the Ironmen or the Portagers. Portagers' first drive, however, ended with a Sovereign to Montler screen pass TD. And the only score so far of the night, it remains 7-0. So Dylan Durr has a double wing formation, handing it off to the fullback, and he is stuffed. So Gilmet gets nowhere, and that was behind Tristan Richardson, the guard, and he's still limping. So if I'm head coach Dan Durr, do I want my lead lineman to be limping and trying to pick up a first down here at 4th and 6? Or do I want to hurry up and put in another lineman to do the job? Bad thing is they don't have anyone. Ironman very low on players. Only 2 substitutes available. And the 2 subs aren't linemen. So Squires, low snap, but still gets it off into water, looking to down it. And it bounces right into about the 40-yard line and out of bounds. And that's where the Portagers will set up shop. So Portagers splitting one at the top of your screen. And Sovereign with the option handoff. And Gabe Cedar just driving forward. That's number 20, Gabe Cedar on the carry. And he'll easily move the Portager first down and bring them to the Ironman side of the field. And they're at the 46 now. So number 1, Jeremiah Torrey, now at the bottom of your screen. 2 in the backfield behind Sovereign. And busting forward is running back Trent Johnson. And will move the chains once again. So Dylan Durr on the tackle. Not before a big gain by Johnson, a senior running back. So you'll see Cedar and Johnson subbing for each other this whole night. Cedar, another senior back. So Sovereign with Montley and Cedar in the backfield. Cedar spins forward and brought down by Hunter Canezas and a host of Ironmen. Gains a few, make it about 3 yards. So second down, 7 to go.
Second down, 7 to go.
At the Ironman 30-yard line. So 8:50 left in the first half. A quick pass outside for the Portagers, and DeWater bites. And Dylan Durr finally brings him down. This Job Reed on the reception. So breaking the ankles of Harley DeWater. Had good coverage on him, but just couldn't make that initial stop. And it's going to cost the Ironman with a Portagers first down. Setting up at the 15-yard line now, 1st and 10. So the Portagers know what kind of night this is. They know homecoming night is usually when the hosting team tries to get an easy win here, but Portagers not going to make that the case, as they want to get an early lead here on the Ironman. And a touchdown there as Trent Johnson driving forward. Had a wonderful lane mapped out by his lineman, and he's in. So now they put themselves up by 2, 13-0 with 8 minutes remaining, and the Ironmen still no answers on defense. And that one up and good. So the Portagers up 14-0 with 8:01 left in the first half. The Ironmen trying to answer back here. And their last drive did not consist of much. Trying to spread the field a little bit more. I would recommend a little passing. Ironmen haven't really tried to spread it out yet. We've seen the Wildcat formation. We'll see what they have up their sleeves. And the Portagers ready to kick this one away. And that one's booted to right to Gavin Gilmet. And he's bringing this one up and brought down by 65, Tanner Hearett.
Gavin Gilmont with the kick return. Tackle by Tanner Hearett.
So the Ironmen set up shop. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And Dylan Durr at quarterback, leading his Ironmen in the double wing formation. Clock in motion, and Gilmet gets the carry up the gut. And he'll move it for a nice gain of about 5.
Second down, 5 to go.
Dylan Durr handing that one off to Chase Pruss. And number 9 pulls his way for an Ironman first down. And he moves the chains. He's brought down by Jeremiah Torrey. So homecoming night, the Ironman fan base showing their pride here, coming out in numbers as Gilmet once again up the gut, and they're running with that double wing formation, just handing it to Gilmet, letting him do the work. Makes it 2nd down and 6 to go. So it's homecoming week all week, and students showing their Mancy pride out here tonight, supporting their Ironman. As that one is handed off to Jack Clock, and he is thrown back. That tackle led by Grant Johnson. And Jacob Motley. So 3rd down, 5 to go. So the Ironman just short of that 35-yard line. They need to get to midfield for the first down. And they do have a good bootleg pass play, but with that offensive line, we'll see what they can do. So they draw the Portagers off sides. And good decision there by the Ironman and make them jump early. So a lot of times when the Ironmen decide to throw the ball, their 2 main targets are number 82, Hunter Canezes at the tight end position, or number 9, Chase Pruss at running back. So it is not a first down. It's going to be 3rd down in inches. So was not enough to pick up that first down. And Gilman is swallowed up and dropped for a loss. So that worked hugely for the Portagers, as Ironman thought they would get themselves a first down by getting the encroachment penalty. But it was a little bit more than 5 yards, so the Ironmen now have it 4th down and 1. And Lucas Winstead and Dillender coming out here. Winstead will go at back, and Pruss will go to the sideline. Three in the backfield behind Durr. They rush the line and swallow Jack Clock in the backfield with the all-out blitz. So the Portagers will take over on downs. That tackle's made by Dane Mirtes. Oh, what a tackle. They're getting in the backfield to stop the Ironmen. So the Portagers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. So disappointing drive for the Ironmen. And they got to go ahead and make a statement here and stop the Portagers. Sovereign with the pump fake. He'll go deep and just overthrowing his man, but we have a flag on the play. Harley DeWater could be called for defensive pass interference. Yeah, it looks like it could be that. They were playing a little handsy. So the Ironmen trying to get better at that pass defense, but either they have no coverage whatsoever or they're too tight of coverage and get called for a penalty. And Harley DeWater is just wrapped up in the intended receiver, Joab Reed. So I will not be surprised if the Portagers take this penalty.
Holding.
So it is holding in fact, and that'll move the Portagers 10 yards. And it'll move the chains. So, hey, it looks like the Portagers are able to move the chains on a penalty. Good for them as they split one to the top of your screen. Ironman low to the right. And now Montler with the carry. Brought down by Joey Blanchett.
Jacob Motley, the ball carrier.
So Jacob Motley on the carry. And he picks up about 5 yards.
Second down, 5 to go.
So second down, 5 to go. 4 minutes remaining in the half. So Montler in motion. He's going deep. Sovereign looking for Montler. And that's a hook up for a Portager touchdown. DeWater on the coverage was looking for the ball, and Montler just ran right past him. So Austin Sovereign and Jacob Montler hook up for the 30-yard touchdown pass to put them up 20-0 here on the Ironman. And so far here, it's a shutout at Bouchard Field with 3:43 remaining in the half. And through the uprights and good. So the Ironmen really frustrated right now with what they're letting themselves do. Just give up the plays. That's exactly what they did not want to do, is give up the big plays. But we see that over and over again as they are just struggling with that defensive passing. Not letting him get too many yards on the run game. But I'm sure head coach Dan Deere will light a match under his Ironman come halftime. But they'll have at least one more chance before the half ends to put some points on the board. It surely won't be easy with this Portager defense so far all over them.
Penalty marker down.
So, out of bounds, penalty marker down. And it's back by the kicking team. And it's going to be on the Portagers.
Offside. Against the
So it's going to be offsides on the Portagers. And I'll push them back. Having a kick from the 35. And now Pruss with the return. Moving up and is tripped up at about the 37-yard line.
with the kick return. Tackle by Grant Johnson.
So Trent Johnson on the tackle for the Portagers.
Offside at the Ironman 37-yard line.
Oh, 1st and 10. Clock with a counter handoff. It is brought down just about a yard past the line of scrimmage.
Tackle by Trent Johnson.
And so far, the battle in the trenches is being won by the Portagers. They have not let the Ironmen really gain anything in the past few attempts. And clock met in the backfield almost every time he gets the handoff. And trying another counter, and the Porters not falling for it. So Montler's there in the backfield. And now even a bigger loss. The Ironman moving in the wrong direction. 2:40 left in the first half. It's 21-0. And the Portagers coming into Bouchard Field and laying a hurt down on the Ironman. So 3rd down and 12. And Durr will finally drop back to pass. And through the hands of Gavin Gilman, incomplete. And Durr was rushed as he had to throw it quickly. So that Ironman offensive line not protecting much. And it'll be 4th and 12, an obvious punting situation for the Ironman. So the Portagers will get one more chance before the half ends to put some more points on the board. Squire's punt is up. Not very far. Gets a very good Portager bounce past midfield. And Portagers will get it at about midfield, 49. So they'll get it right at midfield. And they're up 21-0 with 2:09 left remaining. The Ironmen just looking for some sort of glimmer of hope. Some stop here. Try and get some momentum on their side. Montler in motion. Pitch outside to Cedar. And he is tackled in the backfield by Lucas Winstead. So the senior DB and linebacker making a big stop there. And that's their first positive play in quite some time. It's 2nd down and 11. Clock still counting down at 1:40 now. So this game is not the only action going on tonight. We will be naming a king and queen for homecoming tonight. And that will be done during halftime. So a lot of fans most likely staying for that. As with this 21 deficit, see if the Ironmen can come back. So Motley rushes forward for a gain of about 5. And Caden Letts on the tackle. So 3rd down, 5 to go. And Portagers trying to hurry up at the 1-minute marker now. Sovereign going to drop back for another screen pass, but overthrows Motley. So incomplete. We'll make it a 4th down and 5. And that incomplete pass will stop the clock at 55 seconds. Cedar comes out. And in comes Trent Johnson. And back again. Sovereign dropping back, but finds trouble as Canezis will drop him down for the sack. Hunter Canezis back there, and it will be a turnover on downs. The Ironmen take over with 46 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the 45. So trying to put together a quick drive. And they're going to go Wildcat. Dylan Durr on the sidelines. Gilmet with a snap. Moving forward and gets to about the 45-yard line of the Portager side of the field. And that will keep the clock running. The Ironmen do have about 2 timeouts left. maybe burn one after this play, and it's going to be a snap right to Gilman again to move the chains.
The ball carrier gains a first down for the Ironman.
And first down for the Ironman. Clock still running. And it will spike the ball. Flag now on the play. We'll see. Could be on the Ironman.
Penalty marker down.
So confusion on the play. Gilman thought he just spiked it and stopped the clock. Portager head coach is yelling at them to grab the ball, jump on it. It was a live ball. So that's going to make it a second down and long. Illegal motion by the Ironman. But at least that stops the clock. But they have a long way to go. Clock will drop back the throw. Intended for Atkins and incomplete.
Pass intended for Chase Press. Incomplete.
So 5 seconds left now. The Ironman maybe trying one last Hail Mary into the end zone. They don't have a quarterback who can throw far enough. Maybe some quick miracle will get them into the end zone. We'll be rejoining you after halftime for 2 more quarters to play as the Porters are up 21-0. And they draw the Portagers off sides. So encroachment on the Portagers. And that'll move them to about the original line of scrimmage. The Ironmen have it now 3rd down and 10. And one last play here. Clock in motion. And just a quick handoff to Gilmet to end the half. So after 2 quarters of play, the Ironmen down to the Onekama Portagers 21-0. I'm Brendan Morris. Streaming here at Bouchard Field, we'll bring you the last 2 quarters of play right after this. Hello, welcome back to the homecoming matchup between the Mancelona Ironmen and the Onekama Portagers. I'm Brendan Morris, streaming here from Bouchard Field. And we are at halftime now. Both teams warming up, getting ready for the second half, in which the Ironmen will be receiving a kick from the Portagers. In the first half, it was all Portagers, as they're up 21-0. And we've seen a lot from Jacob Motley, as well as quarterback Austin Sovereign from the Portagers. And really no answer from the Ironmen. Lots of frustrations mounting up. Was able to speak with Lucas Winstead during the half, and he was not happy with his line's performance, with his team's performance. And there's some play calling that really should have been different in their eyes. One of their big plays, Ironman, haven't ran it yet. They feel they would have ran that, maybe they could have some different success, but we'll see what they've got planned here going into the second half, and hopefully a little spark. So we're about a minute away from the kickoff to start the second half. The homecoming king and queen winners for 2016 are Tommy Folker and Brianna Benham, so congratulations to those two. And the rain is starting to slowly come down. It's a light sprinkle here, and the wind making it a little chilly. So it's football weather here tonight at Bouchard Field. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Brendan Morris, and I'll give you the rest of the action for tonight and this season. So both teams line up for the kickoff. And we haven't seen a whole lot of passing out of the Ironmen like we have in the past few games, so we'll see if that has changed at all. But their line, it all starts with the line. They've got to do a better job protecting the backs as well as the quarterback. So kickoff ready. And second half is underway. As that boot is at the 40-yard line, returned by number 23, Harley DeWater. And he brings that one to about the 43. So good fieldage to start out with for the Ironmen. As they'll set up shop at the 44 in Wildcat formation. Gilmet with the carry. And he is met by Jeremiah Torrey. So Gilmet gains about 2, making it second down and 8.
Second down, 8 to go. Ball at the Ironman 45.
In a reverse there, but the Portagers meet him behind the line. That was Chase Pruss on the carry, and he is dropped back for a big loss, and that's been the story of the night. So Gabe Cedar on the tackle, and Cedar's been phenomenal offensively and defensively, doing a little bit of everything for the Portagers. So third down, 12 to go. Gilmet with a carry, and he will bring it for about a gain of 2, but that will make it a fourth down. And about 11 to go. So Durr now in that quarterback as they're going to go for the 4th and long. And it's handed up to Gilmet up the middle, but that will not pick up the first down. So turnover on downs, and the Portagers will take over.
Portagers will take over on downs.
So once again, not the start the Ironmen wanted to have. Giving the Portagers excellent field position on their side of the field at the 43. Sorry, make that the 47. One split out wide for the Portagers. Sovereign under center. Sovereign to Cedar. And that one is about a 6-yard gain. So Gabe Cedar pushing his way up midfield. So second down, four to go for the Portagers. Sovereign will keep the ball with that quarterback read option, and he pushes forward for the first down, and that'll move the chains.
With the first down for the Portagers. First and 10 at the Ironman 34.
So option read. Sovereign steps back. That one is a deep ball. Incomplete. Intended for 35, Joab Reed. And DeWater on the coverage. That time, good coverage. But really, Sovereign just overthrew his man. So about 9:11 to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Motley, and he is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Tristan Richardson.
Jacob Motley, the ball carrier. Tackled by Tristan Richardson.
So third down, and about 9 to go for the Portagers.
Third down, 9 to go.
At the 33-yard line.
At the 33.
Sovereign rolling out, drops back, fires a bullet, but too high for Reed. So Joab Reed was the intended receiver, but over his head, and that falls incomplete. So it remains 4th and 9. And with this 21-point lead, the Porters really aren't worried about those type of plays. Just time to slowly move the ball and shave off time, not let the Ironmen get a big comeback. I think they'll be able to survive the turnover here. Of course, they don't want that to happen, but they'll set up the screen here, and incomplete. So that is a turnover there, but that was intended for the tight end, Travis Johnson. It will turn it over the other way, and the Ironmen set up at the 33. So that's one of the first stops the Ironmen have had on the Portagers. The Ironmen need to get a spark here. Get a score early here in the third quarter. And hopefully cut some of this deficit away. So that one is intended for Chase Pruss, and he hauls it in over the shoulder grab. Dylan Duran, Chase Pruss hook up for a big gain, and will move to the other side of the field to the Portagers 30-yard line. So as a fingertip grab by Pruss. Now press in motion, hand off to Gilmet, and he is wrapped up by 52 for the Portagers. So it's Dane Mertes.
Second down, 10 to go.
So second down, 10 to go for the Ironman. Hand off to Jack Clock, and he stumbles and brought down
Jack Clock, the ball carrier. Tackled by Jacob Motley.
by Jacob Motley. And third down, and about 8 to go.
Third down, 9 to go.
So 6:50 remaining in the third quarter. Durr to Clock.
Jack Clock, the ball
And
carrier.
about a gain of 1 on the play for Clock. And that will bring up fourth down and 7. So the Ironman most likely will go for it here.
Down, 8 to go.
They're on Portager side of the field. And fumble on the play.
Penalty marker down.
But there's a penalty marker down.
False start.
So false start on the Ironman. And that'll move them back. Make it a longer
Fourth down.
fourth down.
Fourth down, 13 to go. Ball at the 40.
So the Ironman working with a 4th and 13. And maybe another big pass from Durr to one of his receivers. Double wing formation. But we had some motion, but no flag on the field
Jack Clock,
as
the ball
Clock
carrier.
moves that one forward, but it will be a turnover on downs. He couldn't pick up that first down. So the Portagers will now take over once again. So in the first few drives, both teams have turned it over. Really no harm for the Portagers. It's the Ironmen who have time conspiring against them with 5:34 remaining in the third quarter. The read option up the middle to Motley. Motley picks up about 3. So second down, 7 to go.
Second down, 7 to go.
A read option. Sovereign keeps it and just tucks it and dives. Picks up about a yard there. They get 2. Third down and 5.
Austin Sovereign with the keeper. Third down, 5 to go.
So reverse here as Sovereign decides to just keep it and finally brought down by Gilmet, but not before a big Portager first down as he crosses midfield.
First down for the Portagers.
Motley with a carry, pushing forward, and Joey Blanchett, Tristan Richardson, and Dylan Durer bring him down.
Jacob Mottler, the ball carrier.
So Blanchett with the initial hit, but it takes 2 more guys to bring him down, and he picks up a good chunk of yards, making it 2nd down and 2 to go.
2 to go. Ball at the 40-yard line.
A read option to Motley. Gilmet has his legs, and then a group of Ironmen help take him down. Harley DeWater and Tristan Richardson on that action as well. Moves the chains for Portager 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 33 with 3:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Motley gets the read option carry and just shoves Harley DeWater down and brings it to the end zone. Portager touchdown. So DeWater was there to make the tackle, but Motley just shoved him to the ground. And they go up by 27 now. Really just no answer. And this junior running back's got it all right now. So trying to make it a 28-point game here for the extra point. Up and good. So not the homecoming experience the Ironmen were hoping for, down 28-0 with 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Really, they know what they've got to do. It's just hard to do. Young team, small team, not really any subs. You guys have to play all sides of the field, offense, defense, and special teams. So at this point, you just got to find somewhere in you to keep going and not look at the scoreboard and just play some football. On the Portagers' end of the field, they're feeling good. They're 4-1. And they feel that 5-1 in the back of their minds, but you never want to feel too safe, even with this type of lead. As with a whole quarter to play and 2:39 remaining in this quarter, there's still plenty of football to be played. So that boot goes to DeWater, and he starts his return at the 30. Brings it just past the 30 at about the 31-yard line. So once again, thank you for watching. I'm Brendan Morris. We'll give you all the Ironman action, football and volleyball. As much as I'd love to do all 3 fall sports, I just can't quite broadcast cross country. But the Ironmen having a meet in Boyne Falls tomorrow. So wish them luck as well. So Dylan Durr sneaking it forward for about a gain of 3 yards. 2nd down, 7 to go. So Lady Ironman battling for that 3rd spot in the conference in volleyball. Just had a tough loss to Forest Area, so that might bump them down to 4th. And here the Ironmen at the bottom of their conference, and Gilmet exploding down the middle of the field, picks up the Ironman 1st down and a lot more. And they need a lot more plays like that from the senior back. And he's really the only one that's had some positive yards besides Chase Press's big reception. Haven't seen a whole lot of number 9 in the backfield. He's been swallowed up alive, as well as Jack Clark. They haven't been able to really get past the line of scrimmage. So Clock with the carry, and once again he's wrapped up, brought down with about a gain of 1.5. So second down, about 8 to go.
Second down, 8 to go. Ball at the 50.
Another player we have not seen a whole lot from is 32, Lucas Winstead. Usually one of those players they always try and get in the game and let motivate their team, but just different play calling for them right now. Pruss in motion, but the handoff to Gilmet. Once again, moves them to a third down and 3.
Third down, 3 to go.
So ball is on the 44. Rain still coming down. Clock with a carry. And he will be just short of the first down.
Tackle by Trent Johnson. Fourth down, less than a yard to go.
So we try and get as many viewers as possible to watch our streams for the Ironman. Thank you for, if you're watching right now, I want to say greetings to Germany. Got some friends in Germany watching the stream right now. Hope you're enjoying. So that third quarter comes to an end. And after 3 quarters, the Portagers up 34-0 on the Mancelona Ironman. So I'm Brendan Morris. And sorry, it's 28-0. A little scoreboard complications. So I'm Brendan Morris, and we will return with a final quarter play right after this. He's not wrong. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, welcome back to the final quarter play. The Ironmen have it 4th and 1. Durr to drop back to pass, and Pruss with the reception, and Pruss brings it past the 15-yard line, brought down by Motley. Oh, what a play by Chase Pruss, the senior back, hauling that one in for his second reception of the night, and makes it an Ironman first down at about the 15. So Gilman on the carry.
Gavin Gilman, the ball carrier. Tackle by Grant Johnson. Second down, 8 to go.
So second down, 8 to go. The Ironman looking for a score here to at least make it a respectable game. Durr dropping back once again. And that pass intended for number 5, Josh Atkins, no good.
Pass intended for Josh Atkins, incomplete.
Double wing formation for the Ironman. Clock in motion, pitch out to Clock, and he'll throw the ball. And Hunter Canezis in the end zone, they connect. So touchdown for the Ironman as Canezis is hit hard. But hauls in the touchdown, and the Ironman on the board for the first time tonight. So it is now 28-6. And clock with that pass. The Ironman in Wildcat trying to make it a 20-point game. In the reverse, Pruss gets it, and Pruss crosses the goal line. The Ironmen get the 2-point conversion, so it is now 28-8. The Portagers up on the Ironmen with 10:58 remaining in the ballgame. So the first glimmer of hope for the Ironmen, and they hope to keep it rolling and stop the Portagers here. Both teams talking over, getting ready for the kickoff. So that drive made possible by Dylan Durr's pass to Chase Pruss to get him in positive territory, and then the little flea flicker to Jack Clock gives the Ironman a touchdown. Clock to Canezis. So Motley back deep to receive, as well as Joab Reed. And a little squib kick for the Ironman. Not tricking the Portagers, though. They jump on it. Caught by surprise, but they're able to haul that in at the 41-yard line. And they'll set up shop there and begin their drive.
Ball at the Portager 42.
One split out for Onekama. Sovereigns hand off to Gabe Cedar. Picks up about 4, so second down, 6 to go. Read option has been working well for the Portagers, able to spread out the Ironman and just not able to contain the Portagers. So the Ironman showing blitz. And they swallow up Gabe Cedar in the backfield. That's Hunter Canezis on the tackle. And they'll lose about a yard. Third down and 7 to go.
Third down, 7 to go.
Joab Reed at the top of your screen. Defended by Harley DeWater. And Sovereign looking for him. And no, it was intended for Motley. And Tristan Richardson on the coverage. Motley had him. Just overthrown by Sovereign. So Austin Sovereign. Ball is a little slippery here in the rain. It's coming down. Not too hard, but consistently. So the punt formation comes out, and the punt is up. And that's a long hanging punt. And with the bounce there, Ironman will get the ball at the 26, make it 27-yard line. So the Ironman able to stop the Portagers and try and get the ball back and drive it the length of the field and hopefully get another score here. And try and make it a 2-possession game. So the reverse to Pruss, but he is wrapped up in the backfield. brought down by 65. Zach Belinsky
Second down, 11 to go.
and Dane Mirtes. So the Ironman and Wildcat, two split out. The reverse to Pruss, and he loses the ball, but he's able to fall on it,
Tate Press, the ball carrier.
and they'll lose a yard or two.
Tackle by Jackson Frank.
So now third down and 11, make it 12. Durr to pass, and he feels the rush, but he fires, and that one is tipped away by Jacob Motley, intended for number 82, Hunter Canezas, as well as number 9, Chase Prosser, both in the area. But Durr felt the pressure and waited to just throw it away. So now it's 4th and long. We'll see what the Ironmen have for the Portagers. They're obviously going to go for it. They need to try and make something happen. Double wing formation. And Gilmet gets the call. And we'll just gain about 4 yards and make it a turnover on down. So the Portagers get it on the Ironman side of the field with great territory.
Portagers will take over on downs. Ball at the Ironman 30-yard line.
So they're at the Ironman's 30-yard line, 1st and 10, with 7:54 remaining. It's 28-8, Portager lead. Read option. And swallowed up. Gabe Cedar gets the call, but he is met at the line by Dylan Durr and Hunter Canezas. Still able to pick up a field. Durr blitzed in, met him at the line of scrimmage, but Cedar wasn't going down without a fight. Drives forward for about a gain of 4. So 2nd down and about 6 to go. So Tristan Richardson on the big hit. That was Jeremiah Torrey at quarterback. So they're giving Austin Sovereign a rest here, as he could be done for the night, and let the backup get some playing time. So now with under 7 minutes to go, the Portagers have it, 3rd down and 6. And Jeremiah Torrey decides to keep it in a big gain by the junior back. Now playing backup quarterback, he's brought down by Jack Clock. Gabe Cedar gets the carry.
Gabe Cedar, the ball carrier.
And that's going to make it 2nd down and about 8. So number 5, Josh Atkins, limping on that play. Looks like he got caught up with a Portager. But he's staying on the field. Just going to shake it off. So the Ironmen obviously feeling frustrated. Not the game they wanted to have at all. here on homecoming night. But the Ironmen meet them in the backfield. That's Joey Blanchett on the tackle. Motley goes nowhere, actually loses a yard. So that will make it 3rd and 9.
Third down, 9 to go.
So now Motley and Sovereign both getting a little breather on the sideline. Backups getting some playing time. And the Ironmen swallow up the ball carrier in the backfield. That's number 2, Grant Johnson, the junior back, getting his first carry of the night.
Fourth down, 13 to go. Ball at the 20.
So that's a loss of a few. It makes it 4th down and 13. And the Portagers continue to shave some time off the clock. Pitch outside. Cutting backfield. Getting back infield is taken down by Jack Clock. That was Trent Johnson on the carry, and he's taken down by Jack Clock and picks up a few, but not enough for the first down. So it's a turnover on downs. And the Ironmen will take over at the 10-yard line.
Mancelona takes over on downs. Ball at the Ironman 10-yard line.
So that's a pass to Jack Clock, and he hauls it in, driving down the length of the field. And he is caught from behind. What a reception by the junior back. Brought down by 25, Travis Johnson. He turned on the Jets to get Clock from behind, but Clock and Durr hook up. Moving the ball from their 10-yard line to the Portagers' 10-yard line. But penalty on the Ironman.
Sideline warning against the Ironman.
But they will stay in positive territory. So Dylan Durr racking up the passing yards. Clock in motion, and Gilman gets the carry and falls forward for about a gain of 2. So 2nd down and goal.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down, goal to go at the 5.
So if you're just tuning in, the Ironmen had a big reception from Dylan Durr to Jack Clock to bring it down all the way to the 5-10-yard line. And Durr here rolling out, throw it again, lobs it to Atkins for the touchdown. And the Ironmen get another touchdown there. So Dylan Durr hooks up with Josh Atkins for the Ironman TD, making it a 14-28 ball game. So I don't want to say it, but I might as well. Possible comeback here. I'm only down by 2 scores. I know it sounds silly, but we've seen stranger things happen. With 2:58 remaining. We'll see what the Ironmen can do here if they can pick up that extra point. And the pass to clock in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So 2-point conversion, no good. And the Portagers still lead 28-14. With 2:58 remaining in the ball game. So the Ironmen getting ready to kick it away to the Portagers. And the Portagers got 2:58 to shave off the clock. But the Ironmen looking to stop them here. And it's another trick play. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Ironmen. I believe Jack Clock or Dylan Durr picked it up, and there you have it. And that's exactly what the Ironmen needed here as they recover the ball. So what a scheme by Dan Durr. And now the Ironmen in positive territory. Ball at the 45, 1st and 10. We'll see what Dylan Durr can do with 2:54 left. They're down by 2 touchdowns. And the drive starts now. Here comes the comeback, hopefully for the Ironmen. Clock in motion, the ball to Gavin Gilmet. Pushes forward for about a gain of 2. So that is a pass to Jack Clock, but batted down by the Portagers. So Austin Sovereign playing some quarterback and now some DB smacks that pass away. So the Ironmen have turned around from the beginning of the second half. And they're turning around to find Chase Pruss, but incomplete. Pruss just couldn't haul it in. And it's going to make it 3rd down and 8. Make that 4th down and 8. And the Ironmen trying to keep this drive alive. But timeout called as they want to talk things over. So with 2:28 remaining, the Portagers up 28-14, and the Ironmen have it. 4th down, 8 to go. I'm Brendan Morse, and we will return right after this. So the Ironmen have it. 4th and long. Gavin Gilman to throw it away. And it almost intercepted. So Joab Reed bats down the pass, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Portagers take over, so the Ironmen had a big squib kick to get the ball back after a score, but now the Portagers have the ball. 1st and 10 at the 43. The Ironmen hopefully a big stop here and trying to get the ball right back. But the starters back out there for the Portagers. They're not going to let this comeback happen. And the read option to Gabe Cedar, and he is gone all the way. Correction, that is Motley. So Jacob Motley from the 43 brings it all the way for a Portager touchdown. So right when the Ironmen thought they could come back, those dreams are instantly shattered by a Motley touchdown. So 34-14 now is the score. And that could do it. Ironman down by 3 scores now, with 2:13 remaining in the ball game. And the kick is up and good. So 35-14 with 2:13 remaining. The Ironmen hopefully get one last score off before the game ends to make this a semi-close game, but it's been all Portagers all night long. So the high kick is recovered, but flag on the play. So the Portagers had the high boot and tried to just return it, but there is a flag on the play. But did it reach 10 yards? Usually the rule is if the ball travels 10 yards, it's fair game to anyone. And I was thinking earlier, the Ironmen could just have a high kick and try and take it all the way, but the Portagers jumped on that opportunity. So it is on the Portagers. Looks like the ball didn't travel far enough, but a long discussion by the referees trying to figure this out. Ball looks to have traveled far enough distance, but they're going to be roughing on the Portagers. So the ball traveled far enough distance, but different penalty there against the Portagers, so they will be brought back to the 25 to kick this one away. It will still give the Ironmen some good field position. So score is 35-14. With 2:12 remaining in the ball game. Portagers to kick it away. And still a high flying kick. Winstead recovers it. Moving forward just shy of the 50-yard line. And that's where the Ironmen will set up shop. So I'm Brendan Morris, streaming here from Bouchard Field. And we'll give you the Ironman action throughout the rest of the season. We travel to Glen Lake next week, where the Ironmen facing a very good team in Glen Lake. And down 35-14 here. That's what they need, is a positive look next week. So Gavin Gilmet moves forward for about a gain of 3 yards, making it second down.
Second down, 8 to go.
8 to go.
Ball at the 49.
And Gavin Gilmet still on his feet, reaches his secondary, moves the chains, and finally tackled down by Austin Sovereign. So 1st and 10 at the 38, clock still running with 1:26 left in the ball game. There's Lucas Winstead on the carry. Yeah, that's one of the first carries we've seen from the senior back. So second down, 6 to go. And Dylan Durr to pass, moves away from the defenders and finds Chase Pruss for the reception, and he gets out of bounds, but he hauls it in at about the 20-yard line. And that'll move the chains for the Ironmen. So now under a minute remaining, the Ironmen will lose here tonight on homecoming. But they put up a good fight in the last quarter to make it somewhat of a respectable ball game. So 49 seconds exact here. Ironmen trying to have one last score. And Winstead moving around as he gets the carry. Makes that about an 8-yard gain. Make it a 7-yard gain, so second down, 3 to go. Winstead with the carry up the middle. Gains about 1. So third down and 3 to go. Now 10 seconds remaining. One last play for the Ironman. Dylan Durr rolling out, steps up. He'll decide to take it himself. And couldn't find the end zone, and that will end regulation, but good attempt by the senior quarterback. So at the end of this one, the Portagers win 35-14 to defeat the Ironmen on their homecoming. So thank you very much for watching this. I'm Brendan Morris. Good night.